Felt really good when I stopped running, so I must be doing something right. I am not at 100% today, but I was so focused on running, I didn't even notice until the cool down. So. Hello fellow geeks, and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. It is time to take a look at week number 5 of my 5K time trial training. If you have missed the previous weeks of time trial training, I'm going to put a link up here and down in the description to my 5K playlist, where you're going to find everything in this series as well as other videos that I have made in the past about running the 5K. So be sure to check that out. If this is your first time here, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss any of the rest of this series or the rest of the running content I have coming out on this channel. Remember that I'm not doing this alone. Susie over at I Run Things, and a link is going to be up here and down in the description. She's running her own 5K time trial, trying to beat her PB of 25 minutes. So she's been working really hard on that. Make sure that you visit her and check out her videos. Give her a like, comment, and a subscribe. You don't want to miss any of her content. She has an amazing channel, so be sure to stop by and check her out, and check all of our posts on social media with the hashtag RGG and IRT Run a 5K PB, so that you can be updated on all of our 5K process. This week was mentally kind of a difficult week for me, a little bit on the stressed side, so just wasn't really feeling it, but I tried not to let that get too much into my training. So let's take a look at how the week went. We are back again with another training session, and I'm going to be completely honest with myself that I am not at 100% today. It's been a physically and mentally taxing week for me. In fact, my glutes are already screaming at me, and I am only on the warm-up. This is where we learn an important lesson about the training process. You will come to a point where you just need to accept that this will not be your best workout, and that's okay, because I'm going to be satisfied with the fact that I made it out the door today and that I am actually going to give this a try. My numbers are probably not going to be great. This is not going to be the best workout of my life, but I'm doing something, and that is better than just staying inside. My plan for today: 10-minute easy warm-up, 20-minute fartlek run. I'm going to keep the intervals short but fast and give myself plenty of time to recover between, then do a 10-minute warm down. So not tough intervals or anything like that, but I am getting some speed work in. I'm extending grace to myself to not be at my absolute best today, and we're just gonna see what happens. So here we go. Warm up done, starting fartlek, 20 minutes, let's go. Fartleks are done, time for a warm down run, and then we'll talk about how the session went. Be right back. All right, so that wasn't so bad. I kept the warm-up fairly easy, around an 11-minute mile, because it seemed like every direction that I turned, I was running into the wind. Fartlek kept the segments short but very fast, practice working on cadence and turnover, good form. So I was feeling really good about those, and followed them up with really long, slow recoveries. After that, finished with a 10-minute warm-down run, again keeping it easy, and I survived. I feel okay about it. I mean, it's not like I was pushing for really long segments. That will come with the next workout. I just feel like I needed to get something done today, even though I'm not feeling 100%, and I accomplished that. So let's pick this back up in a few days. Okay, back at it again with an easy 5K run today. It's cloudy and a little bit cooler than it has been, so this shouldn't be too bad, but I'm coming off of a stressful week. I'm warming up and I'm already cramping up, so I'm just gonna do what I can today. This whole week has been an exercise in just do what you can, and the rest will follow. So warm up time, and then straight into a 5K. Warm up done, I am ready to head into my easy 5K. I am going to try and control the speed. I'm gonna try not to push it too much just because I don't know how great I'm feeling today, but I guess I'll just kind of feel it out, see what happens. $5K done. I'm gonna start cooling down and then we'll break down what just happened on that 5K. Be right back. All right, so a couple of observations while I'm cooling down. Yes, it is a little bit cooler today, but it is still pretty sunny. Good news is that there's this fantastic cool breeze that keeps hitting me as I run around, which is just giving me life. The bad news is I'm on the edge of town next to some farmland, and the farmers are fertilizing their fields today. So that nice cool breeze smells like fertilizer. But I was so focused on running, I didn't even notice until the cool down. So there you go. Taking a look at how the 5K itself went, the warm-up just felt okay. Going into the first mile, I tried to just keep it comfortable, not knowing how I was going to feel, and it started feeling pretty good, so I started pushing a little bit harder as I went along. The first mile was in 10:35, which is not as fast as I would have liked it, and I need to probably get it a little bit closer to the under 10-minute mark for the first mile. Second 2 miles were a little bit better. My second mile I dropped to 9:24, and my third mile was 8:46. So definitely picked up speed. That last 1/10 of a mile or so, my lungs felt like I was absolutely dying, but felt really good when I stopped running, so I must be doing something right. But getting a little bit better with the split times. Like I said, if I can just get a lock on that first mile. Sometimes I start out too fast and sometimes I start out too slow, and I can't quite get a good feel for where I need to start. So that's where I got to concentrate the next time I run a 5K. The next session that I'm going to be doing is going to be some more speed drills, some more interval work. But overall, I was kind of concerned going into this workout today and came out of it feeling a little more encouraged. Will I break the 27 mark? I don't know, but at this point, I'm feeling more consistent with a time that's just over 27 minutes, and that's a pretty big change for me. So even if I don't break 27, I'm happy with the consistency that I'm getting. Well, that is it for this week's training. Let's take it back inside. Right, so there you have it. Those are the 2 days of time trial specific training that I did over the past week. Just kind of getting an overall look at how things are going. I am getting a little bit faster, but like I said, it could just be as a result of the stress that I've been under in the past week or so, that I don't know, I'm just feeling a little discouraged about getting under that 27 mark. Feasibly I could do it, but at this point, even if I don't break the 27 mark, I am very happy with the progress that I've made so far. I've still got a couple more weeks of training to get through and kind of focus on where it's going to go. In the midst of all that, I am going to be getting my first COVID vaccine, so that's going to put off my time trial by about 5 days or so I can fit in one extra workout and then make sure that I'm sufficiently recovered enough to tackle that 5K time trial. But anyway, just kind of trying to mentally keep my spirits up. I'm trying to pull myself out of this funk that I've been in and really knuckle down on these last little bits of training that I can get before I do a time trial. So although I'm a little on the discouraged side right now, I do see a little glimmer of hope of getting a little bit faster. So we're going to see what happens within the next couple of weeks. And this is always the part of training, whether you're training for a very long run or for a short distance, where
you kind of start to drag a little bit and wonder if all of this work is worth it. And then once you come out of that period, then amazing things start to happen. So that's what I'm hoping is happening now. Again, if you're not subscribed, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss what happens next. You can even hit that bell icon and it'll notify you every time that I upload, which happens several times a week. Make sure that you have any questions or comments for me, that you leave them down below so that I can answer them as soon as I can. You can also follow me on social media. All the links are going to be down in the description. You can find me across most platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad that you were here for another week, and I can't wait to see where we go with this next time. Happy running! It's so rainy outside. I don't have my natural light today.